Well, hello. Today's movie is 1970 Violent City, starring Charles Bronson. An assassin, Jeff Heston, is attacked by men in the Virgin Islands. After a car chase, he is shot by a former associate and left for dead. His girlfriend runs away with the associate. After getting out of jail, he goes to Michigan to assassinate the associate while he is in a race. A mobster then blackmails him with incriminating photos of the assassination. While visiting the mobster, he finds that his girlfriend is the wife of the mobster. He goes to confront her in her country mansion. Only he can't resist her, and they continue the affair. He stops an assassin sent by the mobster. With the girlfriend's help, Heston manages to get the incriminating photos. He then kills the mobster. Only the girlfriend then betrays him and turns him over to the police. Heston barely escapes. Heston, after escaping, the girlfriend now prepares to take over her late husband's business. So, this 1970 movie is an Italian production starring Charles Bronson. And of course, he got his wife, Jill Ireland, a part to play, and Telly Savalas was also in it. And originally, they wanted John Voight and Sharon Tate, but instead, they got Bronson. And of course, it was filmed in St. Thomas, Virgin Islands, and New Orleans, with some studio work done in Rome. And it stars, a hitman who falls in love and has problems with the girlfriend, and it was a big hit in Europe and Asia. By this time, Charles Bronson was a pretty well established actor, a big name in Europe and Asia. In that, although they didn't decide to release this film in the United States at the time because he was big in France and Japan and Italy and Germany and that. He was very much unknown in the United States. Of course, that changed in 1973 after his movie Death Wish. He was then a big name star, and also at the same time, Telly Savalas had become a pretty big name star because of Kojak. And in that time, in this year, it was The Godfather was a big hit. So they decided, this is a kind of mob related movie. So they changed the name to The Family and released it in the United States to capitalize on all this. And they cut 8 minutes from the original movie. Now, when I'm watching the Blu-ray of it, it's they give us the full movie for Violent City, although the cut parts are still in Italian, so you get Italian with English subtitles occasionally in this movie. So it's like you're watching and blah 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 blah, and they're in Italian, and then they're back in English. It's not too huge though. Most of the cuts were kind of a scene in jail with a tarantula. Some of the race car scenes and a scene mostly with Bronson and Jill Ireland talking about their relationship or that. Most of the cuts were not, it didn't really harm the movie or anything. I watched both the full Violent City and truncated The Family. And I don't really know quite why they cut the parts though. but that's what they decided to do. And it's a pretty fun movie. Like I say, had a really cool car chase sequence in the beginning. Very cool, zipping around all over the place. And it's a typical kind of Charles Bronson movie. He's a tough guy, and he falls in love with this girl, and gets in trouble with a mobster and other guys, and of course the girl betrays him. And I'm not giving away the ending, but it was a bit of a dark ending. It's not a happy ending. I mean, Heston gets revenge on the girlfriend for betraying him, but if you want happy endings, this is a movie you're not gonna like, probably. Otherwise, I think it's a really great movie. It's an enjoyable, Italian action movie, and I think I enjoy everything of Charles Bronson. He's one of my favorite actors. So, and if you stuck with me this long, I thank you. You're a unique individual.